So here's 10 things that could actually help you make your YouTube channel like better as far as thumbnails go. Okay, so I mentioned before that one, you want to use like sort of bright colors to kind of get people's attention. Number two, what you want to do is make sure that when you submit your thumbnail on YouTube that it covers all the boundaries. See, YouTube has this really weird thing. I guess it's like if the ratio of it isn't like the same, it won't. It'll submit it like this, but with the black edges still, or it might be white. I don't remember which color it is. So if you submit it and it down presses it, it should be like this, like it fits into the the whole thing's there. Other than that, you could cover the boundaries with bright colors, but again, it's probably for the best that you use. Also, use kind of like special color, not just special colors, but like use like there's a lot of stuff in there. You're gonna get a lot of people's custom-made thumbnails are another one, the part of 3. Custom thumbnails are pretty much essentially what gets a lot of people's attention. That usually tells you that what you're about to use. And number 4, use your own thumbnails, to a degree, because if you use your own thumbnails, that way you don't have to run the risk of people possibly taking your videos down if you're trying to turn it into a business. I can understand some people do that, and that's been wrong. I mean, for me, personally, I guess it really depends, and I mean, don't take it in a hypocritical way, but I'm just saying, because, I'll use other people's thumbnails too, but what I'm essentially saying is just kind of be careful with what you get yourself into, you know what I mean? If the people don't have a problem with you using it, then, then that's cool, But if they do, then, then just change it and say you're sorry, and, they'll usually ask you before they start doing things to you. I mean, if people have a problem with you using their content, essentially. But number 5 is make sure that your content is, the same. Don't go using fake thumbnails. Another thing that I usually like to do is when I make a video on YouTube, I usually like to think about the title of this video. Make your thumbnail the same as whatever the main focus of your video is, of that video. So for example, if I did a speed run of a game, I might take the game and then say put a message in there, speed run, gets right to the point. Get people's attention by pretty much summarizing the point of that video. So the thumbnail should be a picture of the video of what it's about. That makes sense. Number 6, if I'm not correct, mistaken, use really clear imagery. Don't upload a blurry picture. Upload a very clear one. Something that, and you can tell by just looking at it when it uploads. That's what I would do. So number 7, what you can do with your thumbnails are never use the same one. Use different ones. A lot of people usually like different varieties, considering that a lot of people like to watch them. That's really interesting that I like to do. Number 8 is use as many different colors as you can. Yeah, again, yes, use bright colors too if you're going for that, but try to use as many different colors as you can instead of just one color, so that way people don't think it's just laziness and art, if you're trying to look professional. Number 9, what I would recommend including inside your thumbnails, if you're going to include words, is include educational words, words that grab people's attention, or words that pretty much, if you're making a tutorial, how to, and then a picture of what it's about. So for example, I'd upload a picture of the Japanese flag, how to learn Japanese, in bright color. Put bright colors in it, but at the same time though, keeping certain things the same, but I'd put how to learn Japanese and black text. Use black text. And if you're using, use color. Okay. And another one that's real easy, make sure the font size is the best, and make sure that, it's something that people can read and they don't have to squint their eyes. But hopefully that works. Those are the kind of thumbnails and tips I hope that I recommend to you that I hope you find very useful.